We've been talking all year about us to get some good weather. When we finally get some good weather, we can't get nobody to go hunting. I think I went over to Brad's house at like 1:45, see if Brad was ready to go. Him and Morgan both passed out in there. I got hollered at for waking them up. But I decided, because I have learned this, as you can see, I'm already dressed and ready, got my stuff sitting right there. Because if there's one thing Brad and Wilbur both have in common, they will drag their feet, drag their feet, drag their feet. But when they decide that they're ready, and if you ain't on G waiting on no ready to go, then you're the one that made them run late. If we ever go, I don't know. Till then, I just sit here. Troy, know any good card games we can play? I got a deck of cards.
I got a deer tag.
Hello, I'm Wilbur Primos. All these hunts are exactly as they happen. There's no fancy edits, there's no stage scenes. The calling you're gonna hear is excited calling, but all these hunts are as they actually happen, and that's why we call it the truth about hunting.
When the truth began in 1987, we had no idea where this journey would take us. 30 years later, we're still having fun. Welcome to Primos' Truth About Hunting. Primos' Truth About Hunting is brought to you by Bushnell, Savage, Federal, Matthews Archery, Camelback, Mossy Oak, Squincher, Polaris, and Primos Hunting. Speak the language.
All right, we're going to go kill. I'm tired of messing around. We're going to go to the new ground stand.
Okay. You done shot you one buck out there, you're going to number 2.
Well, that was early in the season.
Yeah.
But, you know, all this fall blend, all that brassicas in there. You know, yesterday we hunted wheat and oats, and they were pretty mowed down. I'm thinking they're going to go for that turnips.
You got to go where food is.
Yeah. I mean, I love turnips. I think the deer are going to love turnips. Okay,
I'm gonna load my stuff.
If I got everything, if I don't have everything, it's your fault.
As long as you got a gun, I got a camera, we can make everything else happen. You go hunt Delta? Got your bottom hand on. Cold out here, come on.
Brad and Morgan have finally come out of hibernation on this cold January afternoon here at Cottonmouth. And now it's time to get the new year started off with a bang.
There you go. Popped it. You ain't got no reason to miss no deer 200 yards now. You just hit a 6-inch plate. All right.
I don't miss, be ready.
Don't say that.
We're in one of our new surround view 360 blinds in a stand we call the new ground. And last time I hunted in here, killed a real big old 7-point. I mean, he was gnarly, he was beautiful. Shot him across in front of us. Come out of those woods, but this field was just knee deep in brassicas, and now they have just about, there's still a lot left in it, and this is like the first week of January. Yeah, we got little Delta, our blood trailing dog. She's right here if we need her.
Well, we're having to make a quick change. We got a lot of south in the wind. We were counting on the west and northwest, but we had a spike trying to come out, and he busted us from way up there. Of course, there's 3 of us in the blind, but we got a lot of southwest in it, so we're going to spin around and go jump in the double bull we got. What we hunted yesterday afternoon. All right.
With daytime temperatures hovering just above the freezing mark and nighttime temps in the teens, Jimmy, Jordan, and Delta are headed out way early.
That's what we need right there. That's bait.
With a feeling deep down in their gut that the deer would be up and moving early and all afternoon. They no sooner climbed in the blind when Delta spotted the first few does, or bait as Jimmy calls them, walking into the food plot through the surround view blind.
We had a bunch of does, a few spikes come out about 4:30. About time to see the big boys move in. Spikes are trying to run everything out of the food plot. Shadows are getting longer. About prime time.
About a minute ago, they couldn't get it on camera. Saw it. I mean, it was a decent buck. I can't tell. I saw his body better than his rack, and my first initial thought was a 4-year-old. Got some other deer in the field. Hopefully he'll come out here and get a better look at it. See if he's a shooter for sure or not.
Here's another doe coming out. Oh, here comes something. Oh, yeah. That's a shooter. Big 9-point, I think. Wide. We need to shoot that buck. Oh yeah, that's a shooter. That's a shooter for sure.
This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Height Spot Quivers, Black Gold, and Ripcord. With Christmas and the holidays nearly over, Morgan and Brad are doing all they can to wrap her tag around a cottonmouth buck before she heads back to school. Jimmy and Jordan and Delta are back at the New Ground field early on this cold January afternoon when this Mississippi River swamp donkey surprises us all and walks out in broad daylight.
Oh yeah, that's a shooter. Big 9-point, I think. Wide. Oh yeah, that's a shooter for sure. I'm gonna wait till them deer behind him get clear and he turns broadside. I mean, that's a good deer.
Yeah.
He's wide. Man. Every time he's clear, he's facing me. All right, that deer's cleared him. All right. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Got him. Good job, Jordan. Boy, it got tight there for a while. I couldn't get him clear of that other deer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's done. Good job. Look at that. That's a good buck. Big 9. We figured coming in here to this food plot, as cold as it is, that these deer would be in here eating these turnips, and sure enough they were. All right, well, let's go get the Polaris and load him up. See the guys. All right.
I see a rack, Jimbo.
Yes, sir.
A good one.
Me and old Jordy.
Look at y'all.
Jordan and I we don't play, Brad. We don't play.
Look, Morgan, come here. Good job, buddy.
Oh, thank you, man. What do you think, babe?
Congrats.
Oh, thank you.
Nice work. Y'all took him out. That's a beautiful. Look at this pretty 9 point.
I think this is the 9 point that Troy and I saw at the same food plot a month or so ago, and we ran out of shooting light. Well, we ran out of camera light. I put it like that. I could have shot him.
We had one tonight, and Morgan was gonna shoot it, and it was a 7 point, mature 7 point.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, Lake, can you shoot? Not now, not now. I said, Lake, either yes or no. It was a strap in the weight. I didn't know what he was looking at because I know she wears glasses at low light.
With Lake, you never know.
It never fails. If you're trying to film something, a tree or a stick or something's going to be in the way.
We had to wait a long time to get this deer clear of other deer. You know, behind him, in front of him, whatever.
That's like it's 19 inches wide, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Came out, sun was shining on it.
5 o'clock. Pretty.
Just right when the sun was finna peek over the trees and you get off shadows. It was pretty.
Those food plots, Brad, they have made all the difference.
They really
have.
We saw 25 or 30 deer, just nothing. The big ones didn't come out till it was too late.
Yeah. I mean, you know, they're tore down to nothing, but there's still plenty of turnips out there.
They got the roots now. They can get on them.
Yeah, and they're going at them.
Happy New Year, Jimbo.
Yeah, well, good way to start the new year. All right, you want to get him hung up?
I bet he didn't run far looking at that shot, though.
You gonna hunt with Lake again, Morgan? God, I don't know how you stand it. Where y'all going, Brad?
We're gonna go, we got 2 spots. I don't know, I'm gonna go check the wind on both of them. We got south of the hotel and Kildee.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of deer using them. You know how it is cold, they come out in them fields right now.
Yeah.
Like they always do late season.
Yeah.
We almost had one yesterday evening, but he came out too late and lost camera light. Morgan was like,
you know, you got that rookie camera boy too, you know, so what
I said, can you put a light on or something? Can you make something happen?
All right, well, let's get on it. Good luck.
All right,
y'all have fun.
All right, we'll see you.
All right.
Hope you get another big one this evening.
We're gonna try.
Okay, it's good and steady, okay. If you notice one thing, where we always try to set up, you see Morgan sitting sideways in his chair. Anytime when you're shooting a gun, if you can get this elbow propped on something, that's what she's doing, propped on the corner of this chair. It really helps, don't it, a lot. We had some we got pictures of several shooters coming out of these cottonwoods in this field right here. And it's always like this late in the year, you know, they're hungriest. Hadn't been above freezing. Today's the first day it's been above freezing in like 4 or 5 days. Like low teens at night, 20s in the day. When it's not uncommon for us to have a night or two like that, but to have 4 or 5 days in a row below freezing is definitely not normal. So these deer are hungry. They're on the tail end of the rut. And I think, judging by the pictures, we'll probably see quite a few deer here this afternoon. Hope we see one old enough, don't you?
Late season food sources, especially food plots, can be a magnet when Old Man Winter shows up with a vengeance. We placed this food plot in this location for 3 reasons. Easy entry and exit without spooking deer, hunting it only on north winds, and it borders the bedding area so close that the deer can stand up out of their bed, walk 20 yards, and be in the field.
I can see a buck back in the cottonwoods moving. He's gonna kind of come out in the middle of the field, looks like right there, kind of at the edge of the tall grass and the green. Yeah, there he is. 10 point. Broke here, busted up here. Looks like he's got a little swole up left eye too. Put out left eye. Dang, that deer's pretty old. Not to have no more rack than that. Let's go ahead and get your gun up. Just put it up there. That way if he gets in the right spot, we can shoot. We got a 10 point. Few does out there. When he first came out, he thought he was 4 till he got out in the open. He's for sure 5 plus. He's probably not gonna stop walking now. Go ahead and put your gloves on. Okay. He ain't gonna stop. Hold on. He's gonna get that grass on you. You get steady. Can you see him in that grass right there? You can't see his shoulder. Something's coming from the left. See him looking. Look on where. Can you hear him walking? Oh, and small 8-pointer. Real small. That 10-point's looking at him. Here he comes back. Whenever you're ready. Yeah. Did you hit it?
I think so. I had it a little far back because he was quartering. I don't know. I had it like that far behind his shoulder. But when I pulled the trigger, this fell.
Right at the same time, because it looked like you shot on him, remember? He jumped straight up in there. I don't know what the deal was.
Shot him, this fell. I lost him. I couldn't see him anymore.
Hey, see that doe right there? Shoot that doe right there. Hey, to the left, to the left, to the left. That's that 10-point again. Shoot him. Shoot him.
Closed captioning for The Truth provided by Final Approach. This segment of The Truth is brought to you by Ozonics and C-Spire. Morgan is spending the last 2 days of her Christmas vacation here at Cottonmouth with her dad, and she's hoping to get a chance at a buck. And her chance just showed up at 100 yards.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
After realizing she missed, Brad turns Morgan's attention to a doe that is still standing off to their right.
See that doe right there?
And who wouldn't pop an old
doe
doe
right there.
that hung around just a little too long?
I can't see her shoulder.
Huh?
I can't see her shoulder.
You can't see it through the buckleburrs.
All I can see is her neck.
Okay, so hold on, see what she does. Hey, to the left, to the left, to the left. That's that 10-point again.
Okay.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Is that him? Yeah, that's him. Shoot him again. He down that time. I thought you missed him the first shot.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
I think you might have just barely nicked him. Because when he came back out, I was like, Red, is that him? And then when I saw that floppy ear, I said, that's him. Shoot him again. And you popped him good the second time.
Oh, man. That's never happened.
That was some luck there, girl.
That's never happened.
I didn't want to tell you you missed for sure, but I thought you did. But I think you just nicked him low. I don't know what you did, but you didn't miss him that time.
I don't think I missed him that time.
Look at me, he is scarred up. Did you see when he came out? We had that 3.5-yard 8-point and that other little whatever, that 4-point or whatever he was. The difference in the body sizes.
Especially when he came back out, he was...
Because here at Cottonmouth, we don't shoot 10 points unless they're 5 and older. When he came out, Lake and I both looked at him for a bunch of times, and looking at his rack, he don't, you think that's a 3 or 4-year-old deer, but his body proved otherwise. He's old, he's ruddy, He's scarred up his other side. When he come out there
You
posturing,
could see all his
he had
too.
scars. He's a fighter, wasn't he?
Uh-huh.
That's why he's blind in one eye and got a broke ear. He almost beat you.
I know. But no worries, I got him.
Hey, that was fun. I love you.
I love you.
That was a good time. Thank you, Lake. Nice. Look at you. That's an old deer. You can tell, too. You didn't miss him that second shot.
All right, well, long story short, I missed him the first time.
You miss?
Just listen, it gets better. It gets better, I promise. And so he like ran, and the does ran over here in like the tall grass or whatever. And so he told me, he said, shoot one of the does. Well, I couldn't see her shoulder. So I was waiting on her to see her shoulder. And he was like, he looked this way, and he saw this deer come running back out into the little plot. And he was like, shoot the deer, it's right there. I was like, oh, okay.
Because he got a broke ear and he's blind in his left eye. Well, she shoots Jimmy, and the deer jumps. It looked like 3 foot, 4 foot off the ground and comes straight up.
How far was it?
100. And so he ran to the east, and then we were waiting on Does he come running back. And when he turned, I saw that ear flopping. I said, oh, that's him. Shoot him again. And so she hit him perfect the second shot, but it got pretty crazy there for a minute.
Yeah, it was.
It's funny how it happens like that. And y'all, what time did y'all shoot?
4:30.
Oh, early, huh?
Yeah, it was early.
Good deal.
We had fun though. We had a good time. And first time me and this young hunted on camera, Primos, for a while, so we had a good time.
Yeah. Well, we didn't shoot anything, but we saw a beautiful 9-point. Beautiful 9-point. 3.5-year-old deer. He's gonna be a toad next year. Long times he was chasing. He had him a doe all hemmed up. He was fine.
Out in the fight in Africa.
Oh yeah, just stayed out.
That's a fun place to hunt in.
Oh yeah.
I love hunting out there.
Well, that's great.
We had a fun afternoon. Well, let's get him in here. Get it on the second try. Better not get him
at all. I mean, it only took 2 tries, but we got it. We got it done. That's all that matters.